Welcome to the pre-show, everybody. Time to make the fucking chimichangas. Holy shit, internet
Yeah.
breaking in half today. Even at work, even taking almost 70 calls today. I still watch that damn Deadpool Wolverine trailer like a
I
dozen
watched it
times,
when I got
dude.
home.
Oh, it's so cool, man. I watched it at least a dozen times. Just had it playing on in the
Let's
background.
fucking go.
Dude, let's fucking go. I saw a comment. It was actually in the Outright Geekery group. It was like, I think they just threw that Deadpool Wolverine fight in there just so they could fill some time. And it's like, what? What? In the group? I didn't even comment on it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I can't get back
Oh, it's in the
there.
group?
I think it was in the group. Yeah.
I'll check it out later.
But I mean, you don't have to. It's no big deal. He can obviously think what he wants. But I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
You know how many hundreds and
course we
hundreds
wanna
of
see that
comments I
shit.
sift through in a day where it's just like, yeah, just let that one go. That's fine.
Of course, yeah. But are you kidding me? Of course we're gonna see fucking Wade and Logan fight. What?
They're going to probably fight for a good probably 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting a lot of tiny Easter eggs that only comic book fans are gonna get. And
Oh,
why
that's
is
the
that?
only feat.
Ryan Reynolds isn't sure he's going to even be able to do another one of these. And even if he is, there's no fucking way that this actor is going to be in any more of these movies. He's said this is the second, maybe third time where he has said, I'm not going to play Wolverine again. You know, he did it before the Old Man Logan movie, Logan, and he did it after the Old Man Logan movie. And now he has said it again. You know, this is it. This is the last time I'm doing it. So, yeah, there's no fucking way he's going to do another renege on that. You know, there's no way. There's no way.
I mean, yeah, we're all going to miss Hugh Jackman as Wolverine after this is all said and done. But
Right,
I mean,
right.
for a 50-year-old, he's pretty good looking guy.
Well, I mean, he's in Hollywood. He gets to, tax
Yeah.
write off anything that makes him younger and shit. He has a lot of time to work out. They pay him to work out and shit. If they did that for me, I'd be a lot better off. Maybe not. I may just tell them to go fuck themselves. I remember when Chris Pratt was told told that he had the job as Star-Lord. He was like, oh, well, I guess I need to work out. And Kevin Feige was like, nah, we don't give a shit. But then he still went, and got all buff for it and shit. So
he still kept that. He still kept the dad pooch though.
Yeah, a little bit.
For the first movie. The second movie, however, he slimmed up and bulked out.
Yeah. But yeah, so stoked about the Logan and Wade movie. And I think that's what I'm going to start calling it, Logan and Wade, instead of Wolverine and Deadpool or Deadpool and Wolverine, whatever the hell it is. But holy shit, it looks awesome.
So
Cannot wait.
The first movie was a love story. The second movie was a family story. This third one, what type of story will
it
be?
It's an MCU story.
It's the MCU
It's probably going to be all included. I mean, he's there with his family.
Yeah.
He's in love with Wolverine, at least, to some extent or another. You know what I mean? It's our favorite, pansexual merc with a mouth. Of course, he's in love with everybody.
He loves everybody.
So I love that, and I hope they lean into that. And
you're talking about a guy who literally is on again, off again relationship with the living embodiment of death. So I mean,
oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah,
everything's on the table for Wade.
Breaking my own rule and sipping scotch before I hit the intro, but it's good scotch and it's fucking Monday. I needed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about that movie whenever that movie comes out. I may break my no theater rule and drive an hour away and go watch this damn thing.
Oh, the closest theater to you is an hour?
We have a drive-in theater.
Oh.
But they probably won't show it because it's R-rated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They are pretty cool, though. They played Jaws last weekend, and they're playing E.T. this weekend.
So those are some good movies, though.
Yeah. Taylor, obviously, we were talking about the new Deadpool Wolverine trailer. Quick thoughts, anything? I mean, I watched it like a dozen times today.
Watch what?
The Deadpool Wolverine trailer?
Oh, yeah, I watched that. I don't have quite the eye for Easter eggs, so I'm kind of relying on the internet to find those for me. But
right. The Liefeld one was perfect.
Yeah, I mean that's
the only feat.
Chef's kiss, Yeah,
we love picking on Rob Liefeld. Who doesn't? So
that's such low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get into the damn thing. I need to make a new.
Oh yes. I hate this.
I hate this.
It is
Me
revolting.
too, Data.
More?
Please.
Oh, I love that. What a great week for freaking comics. And I have even better news. You guys aren't going to believe it when I bring this up. Oh, yeah. Greetings, geeks. Welcome back. It's another episode of This Geek in Comics, Outright Geekery's comic book shit talk show.
Shit talk show.
Gomer, Taylor, Andy hanging out.
Hey.
We're doing the preview show, all the new books. How was y'all's yesterday and today? You know what? It doesn't matter how your yesterday and today was. No, I'm just saying. We just talked like 23. We don't need to do anything more. Let's talk. Oh, that was weird. Let's talk about all of the damn new books coming out this week. April 24th, that's Wednesday. Some books come out Monday, some Tuesday, some Wednesday. You know, check your local listings. But what do you guys see?
Oh, they're starting with Image.
They're starting with Image. Did we do this? Did we do this? And I don't mean we.
Wait a minute, did we influence?
We did this. We made Diamond. You know, the popularity of this show.
I mean, obviously, it must have been us. Yes,
it must have been. I don't have any other evidence to suggest otherwise.
The dozen people who watched this show just went,
So-
Diamond, you have to stop.
turns out that one of them was like the president of Previews World.
Yeah, he's like,
No.
damn it, those guys are right. Those stupid geeks.
I can't not anymore.
Yeah. So all right, yeah, we start with Image Comics. Feels like, I don't know, 6 months ago, but we do
It's
get
been a
the
while.
penultimate issue of Bloody Dozen, that Shrouded College book. This has been interesting. Charles Soule going into outer space with vampires and shit. But this is all part of a bigger deal. There has been other Shrouded College stories, and there's more on the way. So it's also been picked up for a TV thing by, is it Seth MacFarlane? The Orville guy?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that'd be Seth.
MacFarlane. Yeah. So yeah, that looks cool. All right, next, Drawing Blood, number 1 of 12. Now, I thought this had already come out at one point. This is sort of a semi-autobiographical thing, but not really, about Kevin Eastman creating arguably the most popular team in comics history, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, before he was 20 years old. And it's a guy, you know, doing that same sort of thing. But I thought this had already come out. Maybe it's a new volume of it. But yeah, I remember the first one being good, damn good. But I can't remember it as much as I need to know if this is a rerun or not. So, all right.
Well,
Just
I
saying
have no idea. So
Yeah, definitely a winner for me. I'm excited to
Yeah,
see this.
it's always good to see the origins of everybody's favorite turtles.
And it's not even their origin. It's sort of like where his headspace was, and
Yeah.
him like looking back on that time, how weird it was that he had this kind of, you know, fame and money and just popularity for a thing that he created, you know. And it's, a lot of creators work their whole fucking life, you know. Him and some dude are just jerking off at their basement, and boom, there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But anyway, moving on. Duke number 5, wrapping this miniseries. Fantastic issue. I've read it. A pretty big change for, and we were expecting that, you know, bringing in G.I. Joe and Transformers together for the very first time at the beginning of the entire, you know, thing. So action packed, a lot of fun, build up for what's coming next. But a little bit odd. I don't want to ruin it. We'll talk about it Sunday. We'll definitely talk about it, but it was just a little bit odd for me the way things sort of came together. But yeah, still a damn great book.
I'll be curious to see what you're talking about.
Yeah, damn great book. And it's not as big of a deal as you're probably thinking. It's me, so it's kind of stupid, you know, especially with a book like Duke.
Okay,
G.I. Joe.
yeah, I'll temper my expectations then.
Exactly, temper your expectations. There is a jaw-dropping moment, and then you're like, oh, okay. Anyway, Feral number 2, another book I cannot wait for. Trish Forstner is doing this with Tony Fleeks, and it's a zombie story set with stray cats. Basically, that's what it is. And it's amazing. It's very, very fun. Trish Forstner's art reminds me of like that Bloom shit, or Bluth shit. Love this cover here. This is going on the
Oh,
Nightmare
Nightmare on
on
Elm
Elm
Street.
Street. Yeah, very well done. Really fun. I love
Oh, and it
that.
says
I wish
chapter 2, so that would be Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 homage cover then.
I still think that's the poster for the first one, though.
That's probably, yeah.
Yeah, I still think that's the poster for the first one. Either way, I don't know. Infernals number 3 is just secession with the devil and demons and shit. Monstrous number 51. Six Fingers number 3. This is a project by Ram V and Dan Waters writing two different comic books set in the same story, one from the point of view of the serial killer and one from the point of view of the cop trying to catch the serial killer. Fucking really well done. Ram V
Yeah.
and Dan Waters working together is a trend apparently, because we get the second of, I think, 4 planned Universal Monsters book. This is the Black Lagoon number 1, and it's written by Dan Waters and Ram V. Yeah, this is probably a not as fun monster to do as compared to Dracula, you know? But the Dracula book really wasn't all that about Dracula. It was really more of a centerpiece for just talking about Dracula in a context and
I mean,
showcasing some spectacular art.
yeah, I was about to say that was a book you pick up for the artwork.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
looks like they're doing some interesting things with like the panel layouts here, like the water
they
and
are.
everything. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, and they're
I
not
haven't
doing
seen
a lot
anything
of.
that's like good.
Well, no, it just they're telling story here, and that's really not what the first issue of Dracula was about. It was more showcasing the art right from the beginning and just
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, there is a Dracula." Um,
And nothing I'm
I
seeing
don't think they're
here
going to
is
be
like
able to
knocking
do
my
this.
socks off, like some of those like 2-page spreads for Dracula did.
Yeah, 100%. That shit was amazing. Still, with that said, I am gonna pick this up. I do want to check this out. Because I like the Dracula book, and we'll
Yeah,
just
and you
see
know
where
what?
it
I
goes.
will say that like they do perhaps have an opportunity to do more with the story in this one, because like one of the things about Dracula is everyone knows Dracula.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everyone even knows like the broad strokes of like Bram Stoker's Dracula. Although like not everyone necessarily knows like every character from the novel, but like people know Van Helsing, people know like Mina Harkness, people know like it's in England, whatever. But
Right.
with this one, I couldn't really tell you anything about the creature from the Black Lagoon except
I know
like
he's
what
like
the
a fish monster.
Yeah, I
He's
know
like
what
a fish monster.
I know
That's
what the
it. That's all
monster.
I know.
It's a monster with like an iconic look, but other than that, I couldn't really tell you anything about it.
Yeah, me neither.
I know that Brooke Shields was in the remake.
I didn't even know.
Oh,
there
really?
Was
Was
remake.
she? That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know either.
Take your word for it.
Wrapping up at Image Comics. So nice to have Image back on top. But World Street number 9, after the crazy shit that happened in issue number 8, where I think the series actually like got going at issue number 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like
starting
the
to pick up a little bit more speed.
Yeah, like the first 7 issues were basically just building up the relationships and building up the scenario and what was actually going on. And it's a deep scenario. Like the internet, there's an under the internet. There's like an undernet that is fucking murdering people. And there's some organization trying to open that back up. And the kids who originally discovered it and hid it from the world, one of them is now like a billionaire, and he has died and given all of his money to his friends. All they have to do is make sure that the undernet stays under wraps and that nobody can find it. So it's sort of setting up this spy versus spy on the internet sort of thing. Yeah, it's fucking fantastic, dude. Jeff chiming in, checking in. Thanks, dude. We really appreciate
Jeff.
it.
Yeah, James Tynion, it does a really great job with the writing of this book. I mean, it started off with a very simple concept that the internet is killing people, and now it's just like this whole other thing where all the characters matter to the story. If someone just like dies, you're just like, oh well, what about their plot line and what's going to continue on from there?
Right. Right. I can see the first 8 issues of this being the first 3 episodes of an entire season of television. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it really could be.
Oh yeah,
it really could be. Yeah. All right, moving on to Boom. Not much at Boom this week. Dune, House Carino, number 2 of 8. Expanse, The Dragon Tooth hits issue 11 of 12. Man's Best hits issue number 2 of 5. I didn't get a chance to read that first issue, but I am going to try.
It's Homeward Bound in Space.
Yeah, that's what I've read as well. Homeward Bound in Space, which I mean,
But I mean,
sounds dope.
It's
that sounds
good.
cool as hell.
It is good, yeah. But
yeah. Mighty Morphin number 119. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World number 14 of 15. That book's almost over. Orcs, The Gift number 3 of 4. Pine and Merrimack hits issue number 4 of 5. Probably the book that I'm looking forward to the most from Boom is Rare Flavors number 5 of 6. I think it's Ram V again, right? Yeah, Ram V again. With a Raksasha who likes to cook. Who's basically kidnapped a guy to film him while he's cooking. He wants to be like in the next Flavor Town shit. But every issue's kind of got like a recipe in it too, and it's just really fun.
And there's some really good recipes in those.
Yeah,
in
it's really cool shit.
Really good ones.
Yeah, it's really cool shit. Another James Tynion, Something Is Killing the Children number 36, and then some clothes. So 5th anniversary T-shirt, 5th anniversary of Something Is Killing the Children. Damn, that went by fast, dude. That went by so fast.
Yeah, that's a past. Yeah, you're right. That's a past 5 years.
Jeez. All right, Dark Horse has nothing, which is quite odd. I don't know if this is like a misprint because I'm pretty sure Dark Horse has some books further down, like down below. I think this is just the clothing, or pardon me, the toy, right? So they're putting the toy up here, which again, come on, previews. You fix fucking one thing by fixing image, and then you fuck this up now. Put Dark Horse back where it goes.
I mean, now that we know you're listening, I mean, come on.
You're listening
now that we know,
do the things.
How hard can it be just to call the tech kid in the fucking back? You know, I think they're in Memphis. I'll drive over. All right, DC Comics. Batman Dark Age number 2 of 6. First issue left me a little bit okay. Okay. I was a bit thrown back by Bruce's origin in this. He's a snot-nosed little fucking punk bitch. I don't like that, but Mark Russell has earned being able to do that, especially in the first issue. Of course, I'm going to give the second issue a chance. And
I mean, yeah, definitely give the benefit of the doubt. But
now this is the one where he does not witness his parents die, right? Because there's 2 of them out right now.
No, they go to the movies without him. There's literally a scene where they're tucking him in and saying we're going to the movies.
Okay, there's 2 different ones. I keep on forgetting which one.
You might be thinking of the one that's like Golden Age Batman.
Okay, yeah.
That one's like the Dark Knight type something. Like, I don't know. It's not that.
Yeah, I think that's
it's something like
a
that.
Black
it's
Label
something
book.
Knight. Yeah, that one's a Black Label. That's something else. But this is basically just like the Batman equivalent of Superman Space Age,
which was wonderful. I loved that. So yeah, I'm definitely going to give Russell the benefit of the doubt, like you said here. Brave and the Bold hits issue number 12. Booster Gold, the complete 2007 series for only $30. That's actually not bad. I enjoyed that series. That's a Jeff Johns book, I think. I think he ended up writing that. Yeah, Jeff Johns. Rick Remender was on that. What? Yeah, dude. Wow. That was a fucking great run, dude. It really was. So it collects Booster Gold 0 through 14 and number 1 million. So yeah, that was a cool run, dude. I had a good time with that.
So we're effectively getting 16 issues. This is roughly the equivalent price of getting like 2 trades. So that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too far off.
The price point isn't absurd. And I actually don't think I read this at the time, so I can't really comment on it. But Booster Gold's a lot of fun, and that is a lot of really talented writers there.
Yeah. And Remender's never going back to the big 2, so I mean, they'd have to give him like a super dream project for him to go. I don't know what they could ever talk him into doing, but anyway, moving on. Detective Comics, it's issue 1084. Flash, it's issue number 8. Cy Spurrier still going over there. Just not really a fan of this book. It's been okay, but just not.
Yeah, I mean, it's
all right. Greek. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, but I was just saying that I liked the Flash run that came before this a lot better. I liked it being a bit more lighthearted. This is Cy Spurrier's doing that thing, where he just kind of goes up his own ass. But I don't know.
It works for some things.
I mean, there is some precedent for the Flash doing some weird fucking shit, so it's not completely out of pocket here.
Sure.
I don't know. I preferred the lighthearted family dynamic stuff we were getting before, and now it's a little too angsty for my taste now.
Family Wally is the best Wally.
Yeah.
I like the Family Guy too. All right, Green Arrow hits issue number 11 to 12. I wish this was ongoing. I've had such a great time with this Green Arrow run.
I mean,
it's been fantastic. What the fuck? Why is this not ongoing?
If you want to be clued into what's going on in DC, this is the book you should be reading, you know?
This is definitely up there with everything big going on with Waller and that sort of shit. It's brilliant, dude. It's so much damn fun.
We talk about the connected universe that DC has, and this is like really almost at the heart of the connected universe.
Yeah, it's one of the.
That's why I'm surprised. You're absolutely right. It should be ongoing because I mean it's Oliver Queen doing Oliver Queen stuff, and you got Waller in the background. It's like this should just keep going.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Right. Harley Quinn hits issue number 39. Oh, great cover there. Wonderful cover there.
That's a nice cover.
Yeah. So fun stuff going on over there. What else we got? Penguin hits issue number 9. I've been out of that. Power Girl number 8 is kind of important. It is a House of Brainiac tie-in. Now, I'm not sure how closely it's going to tie in. Crush has shown up. I don't know if you guys read Superman and Action Comics the past couple of weeks, but House of Brainiac's cool. It was all out, action-packed, fucking awesome, both issues. It's got to die down just a little bit to start telling some story. I just don't think this is going to be telling like that story of, Clark teaming up with Lobo to go kick some fucking Brainiac ass, because that's what's happening, and it's cool. It's really
is Crush
fun.
Lobo's daughter?
Yes.
Kind of. Yes. Kind of. Yes. Yes.
I forget Crush's continuity. I think it's changed a couple of times.
The character's only been around for a couple of years, as far as I'm
she's
aware.
Been around. Yeah. But they sort of talk about it like the what are they called? The Gringarians or what the fuck ever their race.
Lobo's race.
Yeah.
Starts with a C. I forget.
Carcasians, whatever. There's a shit ton of them in that House of Brainiac shit, dude. A shit ton of them. And Lobo kind of leans into saying like these guys weren't cloned or they didn't come around the way Crush did. And I'm like, well, how do they reproduce? So yeah, I don't know how they do that, but I don't know. Well, I'm enjoying House of Brainiac. The first 2 issues were really fun. So get a couple of variants there. Nice Power Girl variant here. Just very clean lines on this one. Not too much fuss. Not a really weird pose. Just like here I am. Power Girl.
Yeah.
Right. Very well done. Primer hits issue number 2 of 4. I know Andy had a great time with the first issue. So
I did.
Yeah, there you go. And if we can showcase number 22 facsimile edition. Yep, this is the first appearance of Green Lantern, both in Sabanor and I always call him Apocalypse's Egyptian name instead of his actual name. Yeah, in Sabanor or whatever. Yeah, and Hal Jordan.
Abin Sur is Jordan's alien.
Yeah,
Sabanor is Apocalypse.
Yeah, I always go with Apocalypse's name. I just fucked that up anyway. Whatever, dude was around for like 30 minutes and then boom, he's done. He's dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's not actively a part of the story very much, but yeah, I mean, first appearance of Hal Jordan, most people's like go-to Green Lantern. So yeah, I mean, that's cool.
Good old Hal.
Yeah. Good old Hal. Very good. All right, moving on to House of Ideas. Amazing Spider-Man hits issue number 48. Who cares? Yeah. Avengers hits issue number 13. Jen McKay, Francesco Mortarino. I think that's a fill-in artist. I'm not sure. But, they're still attacking this Stark Sentinel program, basically tying into Fall of House of X in at least a little bit, at least tangentially, leaning into it. And eventually this. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it's a nice little acknowledgement. Like one of the things that like people often complain about is that like the Avengers never show up when there's like a mutant problem or whatever. But here they are actively like. I mean, the whole thing is like I know I asked you guys to wait for all these months while I formed the perfect plan. Feels a little like okay, that's what we're going with. All right, whatever. But like, it is good. It does. I mean, the real reason they never get into each other's shit is so that the story can happen. But like,
oh right. You can't just have Thor show up and go kick Orcus's ass and be like, okay, it's all good with all the governments of the world. No, the Avengers are literally at least in my opinion, sometimes it's not quite that, but they're a government-run thing. Okay, they are.
In some iterations they are. Usually they're not, but the point is that like it is kind of cool to see acknowledgement. Honestly, that first issue was fun. It was cool just to see the Avengers be like the ultimate SWAT team going in and just kicking the shit out of all these Orcus facilities, you know?
Yeah. And again, the team, at least one of the mutant teams, I think it's the one in Alaska, will be stationed in an old facility that is first appearing in this Avengers run. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Avengers Twilight issue number 4 gets a second printing. We didn't even talk about Avengers Twilight last night with fucking Hulk showing up at the end. Holy shit, that issue was awesome. So cool. It dragged a little bit because there was a lot of exposition, a lot of talky talk, a lot of character.
I actually didn't get a chance to read it. They didn't have another shop.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it was really good. But Hulk shows up at the end. And H-Day, Hero Day, wasn't Hero Day. It was Hulk Day. That's the big reveal at the end of that issue. So
yeah,
holy shit,
it was
dude.
It was a lot of words in that one. So
it was very wordy. It was a lot of like daddy son moments. Skull had a lot of shitty moments. Ultron, had a moment. So it was just a lot of moments. And then at the end, oh shit, it's Hulk. It's Hulk. It was great.
No, the next issue will be really good though, because Hulk's there.
Yeah, Hulk's. Oh yeah. All right, so Brian Hill, Elena Casagrande, back, I believe. I think it's been an issue or two since she's been on this.
Yeah, I think so.
One of the best artists in the business today. She always, if her name is on a book, I am 9 times out of 10 picking it up. Probably more than that. But she is just amazing. She does action like nobody's business. Her work on that Black Widow book made me come back for that Black Widow book every damn month. And Brian Hill is no slouch. He has been writing the shit out of Blade for this damn book. And I think Blade is possibly like a must read now if you are going to pick up the Blood Hunt event. I think you need to be up on some of the shit going on in Blade.
I mean, it very much looks like it's going to be a Blade event. So yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I think so too. All right, Daredevil number 8. This is Saladin Ahmed, Aaron Cooter's run. I think Aaron Cooter was off this for an issue or two, maybe as well.
He was in the last one. He missed a few issues during this run so far, but he was on the last one. It looks like he's on this one, so that's great to see. But looks like they're going to go kick the shit out of the Heat, which is like the cop gang. So that's an interesting angle. But
it really is. Been a fantastic book. We've been really like spoiled with some damn solid Daredevil runs. It's really hard to name like a bad one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some are better than others, but I mean most of them you can just say, oh, if you like Daredevil, you are in for a treat because Daredevil is amazing. He does everything.
Yeah.
Everything he does is great. Awesome. All right, Gods number 7. Hickman, Sheedy. What else can you really say about this book? If you're into it, you're really, really into it. If you can't get into it, then you're just not into it. I'm trying. I need to go back and reread some more of it. It's just hard for me to get into this. It is such a Hickman book, dude. It's so Hickman.
I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
I know you are. I know.
It is a great book, Gomer. You just go back and read
it. I know.
I
just gotta like really sink my teeth into it, and
just ignore the existential angst and just dive into it.
That might be the problem I'm having with the existential angst.
I mean, that's being nice. I was going to say you're too stupid to understand it, but
I am. Sometimes that is the case. It's like I just don't get it. I mean, honestly, sometimes I just don't get it. And then Taylor will like try to explain it to me, and then I don't get it. I just don't understand. All right, Jackpot, and Black Cat.
Might as well be called Jack Cat.
Black Pot and Jack Cat.
Yeah. Issue number 2 over there with a fun Peach Momoko variant. Actually,
are there any other kind of Peach Momoko variants?
Oh yeah, right. No shit. She's amazing.
That's nice.
Fantastic. Just gorgeous work from Momoko. Night Thrasher hits issue number 3. I forgot this was even coming out. I haven't read any of these. I'm just not a big fan of.
Night Thrasher was one of those characters that like was from an era that like, yeah, he's like very emblematic of the 90s, which is not something I have a lot of nostalgia for.
Mm-hmm. Yep, me too. Predator Last Hunt continues that run over there. Rise of the Powers of X hits issue number 4. Gillen and Silva. Who is Trader X? I know. So maybe these came out out of order. I don't know. I read the other book, the companion book to this, and it was my number 3 book of last week. I fucking loved it. Taylor was like, I cannot believe you even understood what the fuck was going on. And
I was middle ground.
I must have assumed half of the shit that went on before that book.
Man, whatever. But
I'm still reading the hell out of the fall.
Rise is the one I've been enjoying more of the two, so I'm definitely going to check this one out. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, beautiful Derek Chu variant with Jubilee, just wonderful. Love that shit. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver hits issue number 3. Spider-Punk hits issue number 3. Here's a good one: Star Wars Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red number 1. Ben Percy doing a book that seems to be made for him, doing just a savagey Darth Maul sort of book. Just seems right up his fucking alley. Stefano Raphael is doing the art. Alex Motley's got a dope cover here. I'm all in on this. This looks terrific. I love all Stefano Raphael's work.
All these Marvel Black, White, and Red books have been amazing artwork.
Well, most of these have been good too. I thought most of these were anthologies. Am I wrong about that?
This one seems to not be, but you are correct. Yeah. Most of them have been and anthologies where they're kind of broken up. Sometimes each issue will have 2 or 3 stories by different creators. Sometimes issue 1, 2, and 3, or the whole series will be an anthology, but it'll be 3 stories all split up between the 3 issues. Like the first story in each issue will be from creative team A, the second story from B and C. But no, you're right. This one seems to be all Ben Percy, just going to work and telling a damn good story. But we'll have to wait and see.
Well, either way, Ben Percy seems like the perfect writer for this type of story. So that should be.
He really does. Here, well, we can cheat a little. We can cheat a little bit and go look at issue number 2 and see who's writing that one. Oh, see, so the issue number 2, and oh my gosh, spoiler alert, Mark Russell doing issue number 2 of that. Holy shit, that's going to be great.
Huh.
And
Mark Russell's a great writer, but is Darth Maul going to have some takedowns of capitalism here? I don't understand that pairing at all.
Let's hope so.
Well, we go from we go from Percy to Russell in one issue. This is going to be
a story about Darth Maul working a minimum wage job, coming to terms with being a cog in the capitalist machine,
overthrowing his capitalist exploiter.
Yeah,
dude.
It's Darth
issue
Maul
3,
taking
Erica Schultz, Leonard Kirk. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, so each issue of this is going to be a one shot by a different creative team, which is a great way to go. Great way to go. A lot of cool variants for that one, of course. Jango Fett number 2 is coming out. Superior Spider-Man number 6. Ultimate Spider-Man number 4, probably one of the books we're all most looking forward to. Yeah, David Messina on art in this issue. Jonathan Hickman. I don't know if you've noticed this, but have you seen it? It's in real time. You'll have to go back, Taylor, and look at your issues because I did that over the weekend.
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's fun.
I didn't either until I saw the preview for this, and I was April.
It's in real time,
and it's April. And then I went back and looked, and it's almost happening in a sequential order, which of course it should, but I can't remember a book ever doing that.
Well, a lot of
Long
times,
Halloween in a way did that.
Long Halloween did that to some extent, but you're right. Usually, 6 issues might take place over the course of a single hour or a single day or something.
Right, or a week sometimes, or something.
Definitely a condensed time frame, but here, it looks like we are jumping around month to month with Peter here.
It is date nights tonight. That's what this is about. Yeah.
Yeah. The only other book I ever remember kind of doing that was 52. Remember 52, the weekly book that DC put out, and that was kind of planned out to be week to week. This is what's happening between whatever crises were happening between those 2 years. But yeah, date night. That's nice.
I'm gonna miss Chichetto doing the artwork, but this looks pretty cool, and I'm still very much looking forward to it. So
yeah, the artwork is not terrible. But it's just like when you have a fill-in artist for Elena Casagrande, it does not matter how good they are. They're not the main writer. They're not Marco Cicchetto. They're not Elena Casagrande.
Yeah.
They're just not. You know.
And there's Harry being
love the 9-panel layout here. I'm a sucker for the 9-panel layout. I mean, every book should be 9-panel layout and only break when it has to. Anyway, moving on. Great cover here by Elizabeth Torque. I've got to point this out because it's right up the
kids
bill.
Attacking
oh yeah, that almost looks like an old like Norman Rockwell painting or something.
Yeah. Exactly. And the spider sense going off, you know. Yeah, just really interesting stuff that Hickman is doing over here, you know, with this. So, gosh, there's a whole lot of shit. Wolverine number 48. This has been good and bad. And I hate to talk shit on Victor.
It's been a lot of up and downs, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not Ben Percy writing this. Again, it's the same thing with a writer. When you have a team doing a book like this, it's not going to be as concise and coherent. And
yeah,
I don't know what the right word is. I think those are two pretty good words for this.
This has had a lot of good ups, but it's been had a lot of just
like
this really interesting downs.
This story arc like hit the ground sprinting with those first couple of issues, but it's really dragged. I mean, I seriously question whether or not this needed to be like 12 fucking issues or whatever it's been.
And it's leading up to issue number 50, which the timing sort of says we haven't gotten word about the new Wolverine book, but I'm assuming it's going to be August, since all those those first 3 X-Men books, not the main 3, those are coming out in June. The 3 that we talked about last night, they're coming out in July. So I can only assume the Storm, the X-Factor, and yes, the Wolverine book are going to hit in August. That's 50 as far as I can tell. Maybe an extra issue, you know, 48, 49, 50, April, May, June for 50. So then July and August. I mean, what is Percy going to do with 2 months of a book? If 50 is it for this, it kind of sucks that such a great Wolverine run ended in this way. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying it's not as good as the previous 39 or 42 issues were. It's
if I could like go back and like offer a suggestion, I would rather have seen Ben Percy get to do the end of this amazing run completely on his own terms.
Me too.
And like you're saying, nothing. I mean, no insult to Victor Lavalle, but this run has been maybe the best Wolverine run ever, and it's such a noticeable diversion whenever we get into Victor Lavalle stuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Old Man Logan, Enemy of the State, Agent of the State, or whatever the fuck it was. I mean, these are top tier Wolverine runs, and this is up there with those, dude. You know, it's up there with that shit. Enemy of the State, that's Agent of the State, whatever. And of course, Old Man Logan, all written by, I think, the same fucking guy, Mark Millar. But Ben Percy has really cemented himself as just being able to write this character. I'm sorry, I would not be surprised if he's back on this character in the next 2 years, in some form or fashion. Whether it's a team book or something. He there's more Wolverine that he can tell, and he should. Damn it. All right, we got a few more books to talk about. We'll talk about X-Men Forever number 2 first. Kieran Gillen. It even says right here. There have been a few mysteries unrevealed. Now Kieran Gillen fills in the gap of what happened between the end of Immortal X-Men and the beginning of the Krakoan Age. That's interesting, okay? To me, that's something that's going to hit really hard, and I'm glad that they're able to have their moment to end the Krakoan Age in a satisfying way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost too much at this point, but X-Men number 130. Does anyone know the importance of X-Men number 130? Dazzler. First appearance of Dazzler.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, we're all assuming that Taylor Swift is going to be in the end credit scene or in some scene playing Dazzler in the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. That's the big assumption.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a fantastic fucking idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. Okay, I think it's a fantastic idea. I'm not even a big fan of Taylor Swift's music. She did donate a lot of money to my kid's school because she went to the school where I was like living, the high school, and my son was able to have like an audio video sort of career at a high school because she donated so much equipment. So she always gets a pass for me, and I know a lot of people talk shit because they're stupid, but yeah. Anyway, cool Dazzler. Red Sonja, 2023, number 10 over at Dynamite, and Vampirella Dracula Rage, number 6. So a couple of books. Pretty awesome.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know what you're in for with those types of books.
You know what you're in for. Yeah. Yep. And everything else, which I'm not really sure what we're going to talk about because we have the image section, already taken care of. But we'll go through this. Biomex is a new book. It looks like it might be like an all ages sort of read. From the Milky Way lies a planet populated by beings of metal and circuits. Biomex, I don't know. It looks like Transformers, but without transforming. It's fine. Capable hits issue number 2. This is Jonathan Hedrick's book about a handicapped, a person with disabilities who becomes a superhero. It's pretty cool. This has been reprinted at least a dozen times at a couple of different places, so good for him. Charter Remains hits issue number 5. Pretty fun book about a fire demon who's attacking people. Conan the Barbarian hits issue number 10. D&D Saturday Morning Adventures over at IDW. David Booher just doing a fucking bang up job with this. Looks like Venger is finally going to show up now. Not really much else to say about this book. It's so damn
really
fun.
Well. Yeah.
It's
been fun.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the shit out of this.
I like
mostly
all the
because of cameos.
Yeah, the cameos. All the Forgotten Realms references that have been going on.
Yeah.
And once they and they're already leaning into going to other places besides the Forgotten Realms. So
they got a Starjammer. They have a Starjammer that hasn't left the planet yet. So
they got the Jammer.
Spelljammer. Did I say Starjammer?
It's
Starjammer is the Marvel team. Spelljammer is the ship. That's right. It's
right.
The ship.
Yeah. They're I can't wait for them to go to other places. But this they're still right now in the Forgotten Realms, but it's working so well because it just continues on that great story that they've did with volume number 1. So
yeah, it'd be great for them to go to Dragonlance, what's it called, Kryn, and see Kaz the Minotaur and those motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that'd be so rad, man. And it fits perfectly in this whole thing that they've created. It's not just David Booher creating this. There was another creator, doing the first edition of this. But I want to keep David Booher on this. He's done a great job, dude.
Maybe when we get to the third volume, we'll probably be, in the Dragonlands or, somewhere.
Yeah,
somewhere
Kryn.
else.
I think it's called Kryn. I think that's the sphere or whatever they call it, Kryn. Like the Forgotten Realms and then Kryn. But yeah, I'm stoked about it. Dawn Runner hits issue number 2. We got Deathstalker number 1. A good thing to talk about this is Slash is writing it, at least in part. Which
he's
a year or two ago. Well, of course, but a year or two ago, we probably would have talked shit on that. But then we got Keanu Reeves, helping write Berserker. All of the weird shit happening at Marvel and DC with
the two guys writing the Black Eyed Peas and Michael fucking Dorn writing Steel.
Worf, fucking Worf.
You can't really sleep on these celebrity writers. I mean, we've had a weird amount of pretty good ones in the last few years.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep on it. I mean, Slash is Slash. But still, him writing an epic, looks like an epic war story set in the olden era of knights and stuff.
Yeah, it reminds me of sort of a
seems like right up his alley.
Is that what this is? Because that's just Slash on the cover. That doesn't look particularly medieval to me.
Yeah, that's a variant cover. That's a variant cover. But there is
medieval
a guy with swords and shit going on. Like this
Conan
one
the
who's
Barbarian,
on here, killing monsters and shit. See.
Righto.
Yeah, it's Conan the Barbarian. That seems still up his alley. Seems like something Slash would
write.
Yeah,
it does. I think so too, man. All right, what else we got? All right, here we go. This is the other big book. Mad Cave Studios has the Dick Tracy license. I love fucking Dick Tracy. I wasn't even a fan of the comic. I fell in love with that fucking movie. With what's his name, who had every fucking buddy in the world in that movie, including Madonna. Yeah, Warren Beatty, fucking Madonna. It had Al Pacino, I think, was fucking in it. I mean, what the hell is this movie? And
Mandy Patinkin was in it too.
Yeah, Mandy Patinkin was in it. I mean, even the little kid in that movie who played Kid, he was in like a bunch of movies as a little kid. He was in the fucking Peter Pan movie that Robin Williams was in. He was in another like horror. He was in some horror movie. But anyway, yeah, fucking fantastic movie. I loved it. And that's when I became a fan of Dick Tracy. And I have read everything that Dick Tracy has put out, not the comic strip stuff, but everything that's been put out from Dick Tracy since that movie. And I'll definitely be reading this. I'm just I think he's just like a really cool character, man.
Yeah, that square jaw, that prominent square jaw.
Awesome. It's so cool. I mean,
Dick Tracy is like just archetypal, you know. He's he's the lantern jawed detective, you know. With his like 100%. silly and maybe a little racist rogues gallery that would not be okay in this day and age. But
yeah, for sure.
Definitely not okay.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's Flat Top. Hey, look, it's Big.
Yeah.
The Big Boss. Hey, look, it's I can't say that name.
Yeah, dude got a big nose, big ears, and then they like call him these weird racial slurs.
Yeah.
It's weird, dude. It's fucking weird. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. What else we got? Ghostbusters Back in Town, issue number 2. Off the heels of that movie coming out recently. If you find this, I'm Already Dead number 3. If Matt Kent is writing this, we should really be paying more attention to this book. But I've been sleeping on it. I haven't read either of the first 2 issues, and I need to get on that pretty quickly.
Yeah, so far I've only read one issue, the first issue. And it seems like this, like they're finding the letters, and it's like it reads kind of like it's very just gut punchingly sad.
Oh, nice! I love that.
It's like it gets you sometimes. So
nice.
Like, but hey, if you need help us out there. Call the help hotlines and stuff.
Nice. Oh wow, they put that in the book, I'm sure, right?
They do. Yes, they do.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. What else we got?
At least the first one. I can say that for the first one.
Right. Cool. Ministry of Compliance. It's issue number 5. Misfortune's Eyes. Yeah, this looks like an all ages sort of read over at Black Masks. No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that one. Misfortune's Eyes number 2 or 3. I missed the first one there. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot, coming out in the smaller press, and we've already done Image, so. Operation Sunshine gets a new volume called Already Dead. Pooh versus Bambi number 3, exactly what you'd think it is.
Yep. This is because you're going to get the Bambi Blood Hunt movie, and you already got Winnie the Pooh Blood Hunting too.
Abuse the shit out of that public domain, I guess.
Yep. Public domain, people.
Oh yeah. And it's just really a bunch of cheesecake, so I'm expecting nothing but like sex and violence through the whole thing. So.
What Rick and Morty sexy characters are there in either of those franchises? Like, who the fuck?
They're making them up. They're obviously making them up. I mean, here's a hottie right here with a big gun, and then here's some girl. She's literally laying on a bed. I mean,
bumper flower. I don't see.
Whatever. I'm more confused than anything else by that.
Yeah, not my thing either. What else we got? Yeah, that's Keen Spot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the end of it here. Spectrograph. Oh, yeah, that's a distillery book. James Tynion and Christian Ward. So great creative team there.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep on this one. James Tynion is such a great writer. So
yeah, hell yeah. And Star Trek Defiant number 14, still fighting a bunch of little bugs that take over your brain.
Bugs. I hate them.
I hate those fucking bugs too. Last issue, B'Elanna got hit by one, so hopefully she'll be all right. I'm sure they'll fix her up. And I think the most important book of the week,
the big book from IDW,
the big one, the $10 TMNT ongoing under 150, end of an era, and the beginning of a new one. There is a backup story in this, from my understanding, from Jason Aaron, and so yeah, there you go. End of an era, 150 fucking issues on this volume, and more to come. It's the year of TMNT. It really is. It really is.
And this issue did not disappoint.
Oh yeah, Andy's already ready. One word, undisappointing.
Undisappointing. It was really well done. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say satisfying instead, and that actually is a word.
I prefer undisappointing.
Whatever.
Tuskers number 3 comes out. I'm so glad they actually have a preview set up for this, because Daniel Govar, his artwork on this is just spectacular. This is about elephant poachers and a bunch of guys stopping them.
Beautiful artwork.
Just fucking fantastic. This is a book that I will actually buy, like once it's collected. I usually don't buy collections and shit like that, but Govar's art in this is fan-fucking-tastic. Throughout, these pages actually don't even really do him justice. So, yeah, keep a lookout for that book. It's really, really cool. All right, yeah, that's it. That's all we got, y'all. There's a lot of books, though, man. I mean, Ultimate Spidey. We got Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Image has a bunch of books. TMNT 150. I mean, what the fuck can you say about that?
Yeah, we got
a fantastic week, man.
We got Duke wrapping up. We got Daredevil coming out. You already mentioned Ultimate Spider-Man. So yeah, lots of cool shit.
Yeah, lots of good stuff this week.
Yeah, and Image, I mean, is really pumping it out with just all that Drawing Blood, Infernals, the Black Lagoon, World Tree. I mean, you can just go down, and everybody's got just some great books coming out this week. So, well, we're going to talk about all those books on Sunday. Well, not all of them, all the good ones. So come back about 7 o'clock Central Time then for our Sunday show. Comic book news, comic book reviews, all kinds of fun stuff there. If you like what we're doing, check out what the Bullies are doing. Leroy and Eli did a show last night. They talked about the Scar Giver movie, the new Netflix movie by Scott Snyder. Is it Scott Snyder or is it the other Snyder? Is it Scott Snyder?
Zack Snyder.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he did a new movie in this whole. I don't even remember what the franchise is called now. Oh, Rebel Moon. I tried to get through it, dude. There, halfway through the movie, there's like a 10-minute long farming montage where an entire village just farms grain for like 10 minutes. It was a unique choice, a bold choice. I couldn't stand it. But they're going to talk about it. Leroy and Eli talked about that movie last night, amongst other things, including comics and things like that. So definitely check them out. If you like what we're doing and you like what they're doing, go to our website, outrightgeekery.com. You'll find all of the audios, all of the visuals, all of the socials, everything that you need to follow us all over the internet, including the group, No Bullying. Go over to the Facebook group. A whole lot of shit fun over there, I can't tell you. Wolverine and Deadpool fighting, that's just to fill space, just to fill time. I mean, that was a comment over there, and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, you're going to start taking some heat on that, because of course not. Wade and Logan always fucking fight. Always.
I mean, I want to see that. If I'm going to if I'm going to the movie, I expect to see them duke it out, because that sounds fun.
It sounds amazing.
They both can't die, so you can basically just make it like as over the top as you possibly want to.
Yes, dude. And they did in the preview. I mean, Deadpool's taking claws to the nuts.
Yeah, Wolverine stabbed him in the dick. Like Deadpool, shot up his rib cage. Just
so much fun, dude. Can't wait for that.
Why wouldn't you want that? Come on.
Yeah,
exactly what you want.
Yeah. So where was I? Come back next week. Check out the website. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate it. But most of all, thanks to these guys for hanging out with this guy.
Hey.
No problem.
We are going to do it again next time.
Same geek time, same geek channel.